Salida was actually one of my favorite town stops. The simple lodge and hostel was great. Met a lot of new hikers that came in and out of there. A couple that I met earlier on the trail. A lot of good restaurants and things to eat at nearby. And my good friend that lives in Colorado Springs came by and visited, so it was really nice to see a familiar face out here.
Well, these must be the Lost Wonder huts. There's a sign for them a little ways back. Kind of hoping they were in better condition. Yeah, these things are a lost wonder. This is the old railroad grade I've been following for the last couple miles and slept alongside it last night. Pretty easy walking, but I'm about to leave this and head up over another mountain pass.
There's a look back at where I came from this morning.
And up we go. Still probably another 1,000 feet.
So you may notice I've got a new backpack now. My last one was blue, Osprey Exos 58, large size. Ordered the same Exos 58 in a medium size with a smaller hip belt. But man, the hip belt's the exact same size on the medium as it is on the large. So I just wasted all that time and money getting this new backpack for nothing. I've got a 32-inch waist. That's a medium, right? I've tightened the hip belt as far as it can go, and it still needs to be tighter to keep the weight off my shoulders. So the range of waist sizes that a medium fits is something like 34 to, 48 or something ridiculous. So Osprey must have been like, we've designed this backpack for the modern super American. Are you 350 pounds? We've got a medium-sized backpack that's just right for you. So I just caught up to Kyle and Seth, two guys I met at the Simple Lodge and Hostel back in Salida. And these guys actually have quite an incredible story. They started walking from North Carolina. They walked west through the south, and then they eventually reached New Mexico and Colorado and just started heading north. They decided they wanted to give the CDT a shot. So now they're out here, and this is actually their first section on the CDT. They've also been hiking roads almost the entire way, so imagine what it's like for them getting off the road after hiking all that way, finally out on a trail and into the mountains for the first time.
Seth, what do you think?
I think it's amazing. Hard, but rewarding and beautiful.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a lot of mental ups and downs, isn't it? Yeah, that's how it is for me. I mean, it kind of sucks when you're climbing uphill and you know, kind of hate life for a little bit. But then then you get over that pass and everything's great. You know, you get nice walking like this, easy walking, but it's also scenic, you know.
Yeah, how's you guys day going?
Pretty good. So what inspired the tutu?
Oh, dude, I just like making people smile.
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
I know there's a guy that...
It's like, dude, you're out here, like, we're all just out here doing whatever we're doing for whatever selfish reasons and linking up with each other and making beautiful things happen, but it's like, I feel like full of fucking color.
Full of rainbows.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Exactly.
There was a guy that hiked a PCT in a wedding dress, I think, the whole, you know, but he had a different dress
Yeah, dude, wear
every
what
stop.
feels good. Wear whatever the fuck you want, you know?
Right?
Fucking clothes, I'm just a human being. Naked, like. Dude, yeah, I'm usually naked out here. I don't like a tutu, dude. Makes me feel like I'm not naked.
Look at that sunset.
Sunset right there is better looking than Rosie O'Donnell at a titty bar.
Well, at least you set the bar high.
So in the middle of the night last night, I felt something tugging on my quilt, and I looked over and saw a mouse, which ran away as soon as I started moving. And it's pretty funny because I was just talking to another hiker a week or two ago who said the same thing happened to him, but with a fox. So at the end of the last section, I had a really tough time getting a hitch from Monarch Pass. There was tons of traffic, but no one would stop. After about an hour, got a ride from a local trail angel named Chuck. He was dropping off some other hikers from town up at the pass and gave me a ride on his way back in. So he dropped me off at the Simple Lodge and Hostel, and then he invited Easy, myself, and a couple other hikers out on a rafting trip on the Arkansas River that evening. So of course we accepted. He had 3 rafts, and his daughter's boyfriend is like a professional rafting guide, so he manned the whole raft and everything, and all we had to do is basically sit there and drink beer. So that was just totally unexpected and one of the coolest things I've done this whole CDT so far. That's Cottonwood Pass down there, which leads to Buena Vista. The pass is closed for the summer due to construction. Fortunately, I wasn't planning on stopping there anyway, so construct away.
Welcome to the Collegiate Peaks Wilderness. Really the only second time I've had to get wet. Usually I've been able to hop rocks across, but I think I'll take my shoes off on this one.
Ooh, this one's got some give to it in the center. Well, check it out, a beaver lodge. You know, I've still never actually seen a beaver. They're probably always hanging out in the lodge.
Man, mosquitoes are out bad tonight. Another beautiful morning in Colorado.
This is Lake Ann Pass, and I've read in the Guthook app that there's still a bit of an ice cornice up here that's steep and a bit precarious going down. That certainly looks to still be the case. So on the way down from the pass, I ran into a guy that was hiking 80 miles for his 80th birthday. What a badass, huh? I mean, I want to be that guy when I'm 80. He's my hero, literally. And a couple years ago, I ran into an 84-year-old man out in the Sierras. I was doing a big high route that I created, and I just came down Alpine Col. Hardest pass, hardest day the whole trip. Didn't expect to see anyone out there, let alone an 84-year-old man. And I said, well, are you headed up to Alpine Col? And he said, hell no. But I did that 40 years ago, and he'd been hiking in the Sierras every summer, basically his entire life. The guy didn't look a day over 65, just looked incredible for his age. And it just goes to show you, just take care of yourself, keep coming out here. With a little luck, I hope to be hiking these kind of places at 84 as well.
Damn, guess the winds were blowing this way.
This is the trail that leads up to Hope Pass. It's 2,500 feet elevation gain in about 2 miles. So I guess the grade's gonna look like this the whole way. That last mile was probably the steepest 1 mile section of trail on the CDT so far. Those lakes down there are Twin Lakes, the town of Twin Lakes where I'm headed, and I'm not going to make it there before the general store closes at 6 to get my resupply box, but I'll just have to do all that in the morning. Well, I just got a room here at the Twin Lakes Inn, and by far the nicest room I think I've had on trail yet. Well, this is what my feet look like after hiking all day long. So, definitely a lot of airflow in the shoe, but you get quite a bit of dust along with it.